Bad luck to talk on these rides. Mine on the road, your dilated eyes. Watch the clouds float, white Ferrari. Had a good time. 16, how was I supposed to know? And you know anything? I let you out at Central. I didn't care to state the plain. Kept my mouth closed. We're both so familiar.
Right boys, here we are, welcome back to another day in the life. We're going to get straight into today's day in the life. As you saw, I've been to work, I've smashed that out, and what we're going to do now is, after having those previous 2 meals you just also saw, is edit the day in the life, do a personal brand TikTok, do some stories, the Instagram mindset lesson, quote of the day, and a bunch of other tasks we have to do as well. So we're going to get straight into this episode now, and yeah, let's get to the first task, editing and posting the day in the life, and after that, I'll get back to you boys after with any updates or anything else we've got to do. Right boys, huge update for you. I've just completed editing the day in the life. I've also done a personal brand TikTok, done the snippet of the day in the life for all platforms. I've then just got on and have another meal, which you've also seen what I've had for the meal as well. And yeah boys, I'm sorry that today and also yesterday's day in the lives we're not long. They're not long at all. Today's video hasn't been long at all compared to the last couple or the last few that I've been doing before these two. I apologise. It's not that I'm not working hard. I've just been applying the principle that less is more for the last 2 days. I've been focusing on getting, some good shots for the day in the life. So I've been focusing on trying to actually get the task done, like the personal brand TikTok and stuff. Because prior to that, like the day before that or the day before the last two, I haven't been able to get the personal brand TikTok done. And then the day before that, I wasn't able to get another one. So it's just like, it's ruining me actually being able to get physical tasks done, that I'm putting so many clips here, I'm trying to record so much stuff and b-roll, and it's brilliant, and I love that the day in the life are doing so well and that they look so good. But unfortunately, if I'm not able to do other important things as well, then what's the point? So it needs to be the best of both worlds. So I'm still going to be recording these and trying to get detail in them, but I also need to make sure I'm getting my other tasks done. But starting from tomorrow, we finish at 4 when I work, so I'm going to have barely any time. So again, it's not going to be the longest, but I try my best and I need to get the task done. So what we're going to move to now is I'm going to let you boys know the Instagram mindset lesson and the quote of the day. I'm going to brush my teeth, put my retainers in, do my skin, read, meditate, and do my evening planning. And I'm going to bring you boys along the way for all of those tasks now to make sure we do get a bit of detail in. So first, I'm just going to go brush my teeth, do my skin, put my retainers in so those things are ready. And then I'm going to do my main task for you boys. So let's get to the B-roll now.
White Ferrari. Stick by me, close by me. You will find, you will find. As distance slow by. Left when I forget to speak. So I text the speech, less the speed, text.
So we're going to start off with the mindset lesson for today. Mastery is not about perfection, it's about persistence. When you start something, or even when you've been going for weeks, months, days, etc., you're never going to be perfect at something. You're never going to be the best. There's always going to be someone doing better than you, right? So don't focus on being perfect in literally most categories in life. Focus on persistence. Focus on, no matter if you're not that good at something, focus on actually trying to actively get better at doing it. You're never going to be perfect at it. You're never going to be the best in the world, unfortunately, because there's always going to be someone doing better than you, earning more money than you. So clear it out of your mind about perfection. It doesn't exist. Focus on persistence to make sure that you're actually going to do it every day, despite the level at which you're at. Because there's always a higher level you can get to, right? But you can get to the top. You can get to that pinnacle top at what you're doing. But you might not always be the best because perfection doesn't exist, unfortunately. So focus on persistence, focus on consistency, and everything will come together, right? But it's never going to be perfect. So stop chasing perfection. Stop chasing perfection in everything, because when you chase perfection and you don't get it, you end up not even doing something. You end up not starting something because you believe you have to be perfect before you do it. But unfortunately, even when you're doing it, even when you're working hard in it, even when you've been doing it for a while, you're never perfect still. So there's no point chasing an unrealistic reality. Focus on what you can achieve. Focus on things you can set out for yourself and go and, you know, work on and achieve. So boys, be consistent, be persistent, stop chasing perfection because it doesn't exist. And for the quote of the day, your future is built in the silence of your daily habits, not from the noise of your dreams. What I mean by this is, when we have an idea or we have a dream and we really want something, it's all noise in our mind. It's all that thought like, wow, imagine a life like that. Imagine a life with me having that. Imagine it. Okay, great. You're imagining it. It's great. But if you don't act on it and you don't do the small steps and the large steps that is required to get there in private and in silence, and even when times when you don't feel like doing them, then you're not going to get to that big dream. It's just a dream. It's just a lingering dream. It's never going to come into true reality and existence if you don't do those small steps. So the future is not built on just that idea. It's about your thought shaping your reality and actually acting upon that thought, right? So when you have that dream, you want to earn more money, you want to have more peace, you want to be more happy. You can't just think that in your mind and it become true if you're not going to actually do what is required to have it, right? So start taking action, start thinking that big thought, that big dream, and start actually putting work in, you know, and doing the things that are going to actually lead you there. Don't just think it and expect it to come to you, right? Just, you got to work for it. So boys, we're going to get to the reading now, the meditation now, then we're going to end off the day in the life.